Welcome to Reality Creative Video. I'm Hermes, and today I want to talk about fixing the Andonstar microscope for its wobbling problem. But first, let me tell you, this was my first microscope over here, the Elkiliv. I got that back in January. It was the only thing really available that would work with my laser containment system idea. The typical biological microscopes, like you see the Andonstar has here with the lenses, wouldn't work because either the tray would not go up and down far enough, or I couldn't get the lenses in here. There wasn't enough room to get the lenses in here. So, and they were much more expensive. I mean, this was $180 or something like that at the time. And a regular biological microscope with a camera, you were looking at a $600 setup. You're actually still looking at a $600 or more setup for a biological microscope with a camera. And that doesn't even include the screen. That's just the camera. You got to plug that into your laptop or your computer, which is a little inconvenient. I mean, it's nice having everything on the screen right there. You take a look and see exactly what you need, and you snap your pictures. Now, I guess about 3 or 4 months ago, the Andonstar came out with this, which is the first time I've ever seen this, and that is a digital video microscope with the actual lenses, microscope lenses, a regular biological microscope. And plus, what's even more better was you can take these lenses out. And what I've done here with this microscope is I've removed the stock lenses and put high quality biological microscope lenses in here. I have a 4X, I have a 10X, I have a 20X, and I have a 40X. Now for my colloidal research, I don't really need much more than the 10X lens. The 20X is awfully close. You could actually, with the 20X, it's like it covers the whole, one colloidal covers the whole screen. And the 40X is so close, it's really not usable as a lens, at least for the colloidal research. One of the reasons I wanted something like this is very good for just generalizing the state of your colloidals. But I needed to do research so that I could see the particle size between, very high parts per million solutions, like, a 10 or 15 parts per million solution is you could see pretty good in here. You could see the size of the particles. But now you put in like 36 or 40 parts per million, or even a 25 parts per million solution in here, and you couldn't, the particles were just way too small, and there's no lens that you can change on here. So that was a shortcoming with that. When I got this lens, I was able to drill down and make, a lot of important discoveries on colloidal nanoparticles because I had the extra magnification that I needed. So this became invaluable to me for the recently. But the one failing it had was the wobbling, which now this does not wobble anymore. And I'm going to show you, with my 3D printer, I printed up some braces that I used hot glue, and I hot glued, let's get the laser out of here, put this laser over here, turn this around in the back, and I'm going to show you close-ups of this, don't worry. I hot glued 2 braces here that I printed up on my 3D printer. And this brace here, this white brace here, I was lazy. I didn't want to change the spool to the black. These I already had printed. I keep these around. They're very handy to have around for different things that I need in the lab here. So I hot glued all 3 of these things together, here, here, and here. And I hot glued the top over here. And that has completely stabilized. Well, that has pretty much taken the wobble completely out of the thing. So if you're interested in this microscope, and like me, it is the only thing that you have on the market for the price, this is like $200, that can do this job, then this is what you'll have to do. Now, it's possible I could have got away with just hot gluing this whole base on the bottom. I thought it would be nice with the extra supports. So, I mean, you might want to try that if you don't have the extra supports. If you have access to a 3D printer, I'll put links to the STL files for that back brace and those two brackets. And if you have a 3D printer, or you can get to a place that'll print it for you, you can print those brackets up. But that has fixed that has made this an exceptional microscope. I just want you to know that. Doing the stability issue, fixing the stability issue, and changing these lenses to high quality lenses. Of course, you know, with the lenses, it was another investment of about $60 more to replace these lenses with high quality lenses. So it brought the cost of the microscope up a little bit. But the original lenses are adequate for whatever you want to use them for. Like I said, they were good. They're good. They're decent stock lenses. They're not the best, but they're decent stock lenses. And it doesn't have to be for colloidal research. You could use this microscope for just about anything. Whichever microscope you would like to get for your work is fine. I'm still using this microscope. I like it for my pictures. Like if I want to take a picture of a piece of metal or a colloidal or something like that, I will use this one. I'm Hermes. This is Reality Creative Video, and I will talk to you again soon.